Hey guys, Sean here. Welcome back to another vlog just out front of the Apsara pasta. So this is the location where right next door is where it says right here, the donation drop off. Let me show you. Big sign for Siem donation drop off point. See, I was just down having a quick meeting with the group. They are running up tomorrow to one of the areas to drop off a bunch of donations, and they wanted to film and do with a 360 camera, and they remembered that I have one. So they reached out. We're trying to see if we could fit me in with the group, but there's too many people, and they're volunteers, and I would just be extra baggage. So I donated the camera for them to take with them to use, and they're going to give me the footage as well. So I will be putting that into future vlogs. But I did let them know that if they wanted anybody to document things video-wise when they're doing this, I'm more than happy to tag along and put it out there, because I think it's important to showcase what they're doing, right? It's not just the donations are going in, but to actually see it affecting the people directly. And the good thing is that yesterday, a peace agreement was signed between Thailand and Cambodia. What the logistics of it are, I haven't heard much on the way of when the borders are opening up, when commerce is happening again. I haven't heard if anything with the land dispute has been resolved. I just know that right now the peace agreement has been signed by the powers that be, which is incredibly important. So, to the fact that a few of the families have been able to head back home. So, over 100,000 people have been displaced, so they're slowly being able to trickle back. Some people, they don't have anything to go back to. Their homes have been destroyed. They do have to worry about some armaments and things that may not have exploded. So there's going to be a process for a while. This is not going to be, the transition back is going to take a lot longer than it took them to flee. So, so this operation that they're doing is going to be ongoing for quite a while. I think it's very, very powerful, very important that everyone sitting and having a conversation with everybody there. I didn't film anything. There was no point in it. It was just people talking and organizing times. So, but what I found amazing is the energy of every single person there was just positive. All they want to do is help. That's it. They're all foreigners, all living here, and they love where they are. They love Cambodia. They all love Siem Reap, and I'm with them. I feel the same way. The owners of the Apsara pasta, they having conversations with us. We had long chat. It was great, talking with the owner, and we're talking history, and, I try to read up on history as much as I can. I'm a nerd. I like to do that. And it was nice because I was able to find out that the history that I've been reading, that I've been learning up on, and that my interpretation of it backs up what he has and he knows. Some firsthand, some secondary. And I'm like, okay. But also to the broader aspect of the history of my people, going back centuries, I'm here to learn all that stuff. So I'm going to have as many of those conversations as I can. I want to learn as much as I can, because I think it's important to when you're in a place and you're now living here and you're now calling it home, it's not just important to understand what it is now, but to understand where it comes from. And I think it's very important. So I'm very happy to have met such a great group of people that are all like-minded. And being thankful for me loaning a camera. It's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm jealous of my camera. It's going on a grand adventure that I don't get to go on. But I love the fact that it's a 360 camera. So thing is like the footage can be used, and there's so many things you can do with it to showcase what's going on. So I talked to a gentleman that's going to be using the camera, and I said, film everything. And it's important just to do whatever you want with it. I said, even if you think it's mundane, you have no idea what could happen in the background. I said, it's just important to just film. I said, you've got an hour worth of camera on the SD card. Bring it. If you got extra SD cards, all you have to do is charge it up. So they're going to have fun with it. And also because the 360 camera is a fun toy, right? When you haven't used one before, it's really fun. Get that. The river is almost back up to, it's within a foot of being back to the regular level. Makes me happy. So, my morning was busy. I was just about to start my day with my routine, my coffee, my breakfast, and hanging out of my house. And I got the phone call. Hey, would you help with the camera? And I was like, sure. So I got dressed real quick and hopped down, and I've been out ever since. So it's been hours. And now I'm headed off to go and have my lunch at the Bandao restaurant. I'm going to film that today too, but I wanted to do this as well. Just get you guys, information out about what's going on, because I know that some folks are curious. More information on Alan and Dean. We were hoping that they'd be returning tonight, but the insurance companies is just kind of, I think they said that they're waiting on an underwriter. And so their stay's been extended to Sunday. So fingers crossed, they'll be home soon enough. I think it's just a matter of booking the flight. Because of the medical side of things, is that Alan has a good bill of health, so he should be able to fly regular. Now, if the border had been open, hop on a bus, come across, easier. And I'm sure the gentleman would prefer that too. I know I prefer. I don't know. Flying just is such a pain in the ass. I know that the time you're in the air and everything is better and all that, but it's just the time it takes to get to the airport, the time you have to be at the airport, and going through all of the check-in and security and everything, and like by the time you leave your place and you get on the plane, it's like 3 hours. And then you're on your flight, that's another hour, hour and a half, depending. And then there's the, processing through immigration and everything. And then, and here in Siem Reap, you're another half hour or so away from the airport to your home. So it's like 5 hours, 6 hours for a 1 hour flight. Or I could sit on a bus for 8 or 9 hours and not have to have all that stress. I'm like, I know which way I'd prefer. Like, honestly, I will do 20 hours with a bus over a day of flying any day. And that's the other thing too. It's like another reason why I don't want to go back to Canada. I just don't want the flight. I hated it. Like, I was excited to be coming over. I was tickled, but I was in the air for 30 hours. And yeah, I don't want to do that again for any reason. Like, no, I'm good. That's why it's like, the part of me is hoping that, my son will come over and visit me one day, and he'll just go, yeah, I don't feel like flying back either, Dad. I'm just going to stay. That'd be great. Get him to hang out here. I'm pretty sure he'd be able to. I love it as much as I do. Hello. It's, it's pretty powerful once you get over here. I'd be very curious to see what my son's take on Cambodia would be. because, you know, obviously I know him better than most people I know. And his perspective on things, I think, would be very important for me. Just his take on things would be really cool. But it'd be very curious if it had the profound impact it has on me if he came over. I think that'd be kind of cool. I think it'd be very cool, to be honest. But one day we'll get him over here. With school and work and everything, I know he's busy, but one day. And then that'd be great. It'd be great to have him here. But I know my ex-wife watches, so don't worry, I'm not stealing them. They have a very close relationship, and he visits with her all the time. And I love that. I love that he has his mom, and that they are so close. And watching them together is really nice. That's like right from the minute that he was born, they've had a great relationship. So it's very nice. I couldn't be happier that my son was raised by her in the way that she raised him to be such a great young man. So, you know, even though her and I are not together, it doesn't detract from the fact that I think that she's an amazing person and an amazing mother. So just because you're not married together doesn't mean that you can't, you know, appreciate and respect somebody after the fact, which I absolutely do. But yeah, I'm going to go home, take a quick shower before I go out for lunch. But yeah, I thought I'd just give you guys a quick update on things and what may be going on. And I'm hoping that in the next week or so, I'll be able to get out and see some of this firsthand, because I think it's important for me, for my growth, to do this. One of the worries I had was with everything going on with my mom that I was not going to be ready. But the other day, with the funeral happening close by, and with the chanting and everything going on, I found peace within myself for my mother, and it's profound. And I am so much better after that. It's such a weird thing. So here's the thing. My mom said that she didn't want me to come back because she also said that she knew that Cambodia was where I was happy, and she loved seeing how happy I was here. And she also said that she knew that I'd be able to heal from the grief better here. And I didn't quite get what she was getting at. I know that I love the place, and I know that there's a lot of positive energy that I get here. And I don't know, like there's that weird part of me thinking that she knew that, you know, this funeral was going to be there, and that I would hear it and I would find peace and I'd be able to heal from that. At least that's what the story I'm going to stick in my head, because my mom always had that sense of things. Like all my life, she'd tell me things. It's like, are you reading tea leaves again, Mom? You know, so yeah, I think she knew this, and she knew that I needed to be here, and she was right, absolutely right. And but yeah, now I have found that peace, and I am in a good place, and I am very happy here again. And I miss her, and I love her. But she's in my heart where she needs to be, and I'm happy that she's there, and which is all I need. Anyway, before I start to get all mopey again, I'm going to end things here. Hope you guys don't mind. Hope you enjoyed. If you do happen to like my content, please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you are still here and you are so inclined, I'll post a link to the video over here. See you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.